battle with other government employees under that secret base in Dulce, he claimed that there's 129 underground secret bases in the United States, and they all cost roughly $17 billion each.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, just think if there was ever a major thing that happens, a lot of those underground bases, a lot of people might survive for a while.
Yeah, and how do you, boy, could you imagine basically laundering 17 billion times 129? That's a lot of secrecy.
Well, on the news today, they're talking about trillions of dollars again are unaccounted for. They don't know what happened to it.
A trillion?
No, trillions with an S behind it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Like 200 trillion disappeared again.
Wait a minute. You can't lose it. That's like losing a giant mansion, because that's how, if you stack that, that's just crazy. How do you lose $1 trillion?
How about trillions of dollars? Is this
or plural?
Yeah, gone.
Plural.
We don't know where it went. Probably black ops and all these other, like underground bases, and who knows? But it's strange. And also on the news today, did you hear about the people that got they checked their bank account and they had $120,000 in their bank account that the bank accidentally put into their account. It was the bank's fault. They made a mistake. But these people, they probably either didn't know the law or they did know the law. They said, oh, wow, we have $120,000. So they started paying off some of their bills, buying some stuff, going out and eating, and bought a race car. And now they're charged as, theft and all kinds of stuff. You go to jail for that.
So then they're liable, even though it was their error.
Yeah. I had that happen 25 years ago. That I opened up I went and checked my bank account because I wanted to buy something, and I come out and I tell my wife, I said, hey, Linda, there's $10,000 in this account. This is when we were poor. And I said, we only have like about $300 or $400. And she goes, well, that's not ours. And I said, yeah. So I walked in the bank and I went up to the cashier and I said, this is not my money. And she looked at me and she goes, we don't make mistakes.
We don't make. Oh, they were real cocky about it too.
So I didn't touch the money, right?
Right.
A couple days later, we get a thing in the mail saying that the bank made a mistake, that we need to come in because once they put it in, they can't pull it out without whatever. And I finally I said, well, you know what? They don't make mistakes. I waited a long time, and then I went in there, and that pissed the bank manager off so much that they closed our account out after they got their money back. We didn't touch it, but I just didn't respond right away.
So they got kind of spiteful and salty towards you.
Yeah, and they said they closed the account out because they figured I should respond instantly. I acted like I was dumb. I didn't know. It was before the internet. How many people, you can go on the internet 10 times a day and check your bank balance.
Yeah, and besides that, the internet's never wrong.
Yeah, and and I had that happen to me too. One time I went in and cashed my check, and the teller gave me $100 too much. And I went back in. I sat in the car and counted my money, and I go, well, this is $100 more than I'm supposed to have. I go in there, and again, the teller goes, I don't make mistakes. I said, look, my paycheck is this amount. I have this amount. It's $100 more than what, I'm supposed to have. Sir, I don't make mistakes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I am really busy. There's other people behind you. Have a nice day. Okay, later on that day, I'm at home and I get a phone call. That's when we used to have the phones, that had wires to them.
Mm-hmm.
And the teller goes, well, Gary, my drawer's off $100. And I did give him the $100 back, but I played with her for a minute. I said, what $100? Well, you came in and said that I gave you $100 too much. I said, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, things happen, but I hate cocky people like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and you already had one nightmare, didn't you? Order something off of eBay or something, and they scammed you or something last year.
I actually ordered something off of eBay, and it was not very expensive. And months go by, and nothing happened. And then all of a sudden, I get on my cell phone, I get a message that through PayPal, they just took out like thousands and thousands of dollars out of my account for a purchase in China, and I'm going, wait a minute, I haven't bought anything off of eBay and through PayPal in 4 or 5 months, and it was like a $10 or less item I bought. I had to go to the bank. It was the biggest hassle to get that straightened out, and the bank did stand behind me, but I had to close out our account that we had for 20 years, open up a new checking account. Then I had to get PayPal was a nightmare because PayPal says they stand behind you. They stand behind you. You know what I'm saying? Stand behind you.
Like way behind
way behind you, because you know what? You're talking to one person, you're explaining, and they don't even speak good English.
I was just going to say, you mean you got somebody that spoke English?
Very poorly, and I explained, look, somebody scanned my account because you link your personal bank account with PayPal or a credit card. That's the only way you can buy anything through PayPal. So you have to give them that information. And I said, somebody just scammed my whole bank account. And I'm talking enough money you could go out and buy a real nice luxury car. And it didn't happen just once or twice. It was over like a couple hour period because I didn't catch it right away because I don't look at my emails, constantly. And by the time I caught it, my bank account was almost flat.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, boy. Once somebody gets on a roll and they know what they're doing, and the sad part is the bank looks at you like, and even if they admit that you're wrong, it could be months before you ever get any of that money back or anything.
Well, the bank, it was within the next day I had it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, but it was a big hassle but through PayPal it wasn't, because they had to investigate it. They had to do this or that. Now, they didn't just take it mainly. The first was like a purchase, okay? So somebody bought something for a few bucks. They cleared. So then they did what they call a cash transfer to another account through PayPal. And then it started out, the first one was $1,000. Then the next one, like an hour or two later, it was like $3,000 to some weird account. An email. They even stole my email account. They got that because when you buy stuff through eBay and PayPal, they know what your email address is.
Yeah.
And so whatever they managed to hack in, they hacked into it. And then it was like $10,000 disappeared. And the next thing I know, it was 20, 30, 40. And then I'm going, oh my God, there's no money left.
And then let me ask you this: look, how much time did you spend on the phone talking to the bank and everybody else? Hours or time that you had to spend talking to them, away from what you could be doing other things.
A whole day. And then the next day, my wife had to go down to the bank, open up another account. Then for a few days, they locked the account. So we had, purchases we were buying, that haven't cleared. So the bank would have to call us and say, did you authorize this? Did you authorize this insurance payment? Did you authorize this? That went on for maybe 10 days. It was the biggest nightmare I ever had. So people, be careful when you buy stuff. Don't buy anything on eBay that if you check on it and it's from Hong Kong, China, or whatever, even if it's a good deal, don't do it. Hey, James, it's been really great having you on Night Dreams Talk Radio again, kind of being my co-host. Tomorrow we got, who do we have? I got to look. I don't even know. Tomorrow is Preston Dennett. We're going to be talking about Area 51. And then on Friday, we have Joshua P. Warren, and we're going to be talking Area 51 and UFOs. So I've been trying to keep it all UFOs this week. It's, kind of, you know how it goes. It can go, if a person's into UFOs and if they're into, the paranormal, it's going to shift every which way. And I don't have no control of that.
Well, I will say this. I know that Dennett and Joshua P. Warren, they know their stuff about the UFOs in Area 51, and I had a blast band on tonight, and I hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, Gary.
Okay, my friend, you take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So again, the book you want to get out from Timothy Green Beckley is Area 51, Warning, Keep Out. You can find that on Amazon. Now, we're going to be back tomorrow with Preston Demmett talking about Area 51, and I'm going to try keep it all UFOs tomorrow. So make sure you tell your friends about Night Dreams. You can find us at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com and check us out on Facebook and all that. A big shout out again to all the truckers out there who listen to Night Dreams Talk Radio after dark, when you're making your long haul. Hey, if you have any stories, you can get a hold of me either through the website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com or nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com. That's nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com. I want to hear all your paranormal, strange stories while you're out there at night driving those lonely roads. Maybe you picked up a hitchhiker and you were talking to them, and all of a sudden you look and they're gone. Or it's strange things like that. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Everybody, have a good one. We'll catch you later.
Não perde tempo, escolhi uma roupa, porque no fim eu sei que vou tirar. Fala tchau pro seu batom na boca e fala oi pra quem te faz pirar. Se você já tá com a mesma sensação, pode vir, gente, que eu dou um vulcão. Tá descontrolada toda essa cara e não para porque a coisa ficou